Welcome to the whitest house. Slave souls haunt the halls when the light is out. Except the blood of your poor and the way they mouth. The last gasp of a world that is dying out. Welcome to the whitest house, where every room is a tomb that they lie about. Where you can put your filthy feet on the finest couch, and for the right amount, you can even buy it out.
That's the essence of your entire political identity. You might be a white supremacist.
Welcome to This Week in White Supremacy, the matching edition, you know, the red, black, and green edition, I guess. It is us. We are, you know, minus Trouble NLS today. You know, he never loved supremacy.
Niggas lost Shaheem.
Oh.
Niggas lost Shaheem, man.
Never love supremacy is all it's supposed to be.
Man.
Oh my God. So yeah, our brother Shaheem is under the weather. So, you know, send him some healing prayers. But we are here, you know, I'm Jasiri X. I'm the co-founder and CEO of One Hood Media. Mr. Shades.
Yeah, man, you know it's the Burberry Baron. Sorry with the shades.
The Burberry Baron. All right.
Burberry Baron.
If you say so.
I
Miracle?
will not today. I don't got nothing to follow up the Burberry Baron. It's just the girl. You know the country. You know, to the culture. You know, the Southern to sophisticated. You know, the chocolate, the butterscotch. You know what's
I ordered some chicken today, and I thought about you.
That sounds so.
What is that? That sounds kind of racist.
No, we had chicken in the last time Miracle and I were in the office. We ordered chicken together. It was the spicy chicken.
Every time I think of fried chicken, I just think of you.
That's a weird. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know the background.
Yeah, Miracle. I wasn't. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking the actual place chicken. The actual place chicken.
Oh, the actual restaurant.
Where did you get from chicken though?
Okay. Spicy chicken nuggets. Spicy chicken nuggets. Okay, remember, they took like 2 hours to deliver our food last time, man.
Would it be racist for chicken to sponsor This Week in White Supremacy? Would it be racist?
I don't know. Like,
sponsored by fried chicken.
Is that like Justin Bieber's dreadlocks?
You know
what? You know what?
We just started. We literally
for like, is it because he has like baby locks or whatever, or is it? Do we have an official stance on like white people with dreadlocks? Like,
the official stance is no. The official stance, I don't understand it. Like, that's my official stance is no. Like, why? Like, it looks so bad whenever like white people get locks.
Okay, so
I feel like.
Go ahead, Miracle.
How do I say this?
Let our natural sister speak. Let the natural sister.
You know, I feel like it's the maintenance and the upkeep. Your hair is just a lock, naturally. You twist it, you let it go. And then somebody likes to say there was a whole like meme and thing about the Vikings were not getting their hair braided and locked like the Rastas. You know, it doesn't look the same. You have to tease out your hair and not wash it, and it's not the same. Maybe I'm exhausted, but I feel like everybody knows why we don't want people wearing dreadlocks. They're gonna do it anyway. Maybe I'm waving the white flag on cultural appropriation.
Do we blame Chet Hanks? Do we blame like Chet Hanks and like the White Boy Summer? Is that
no? What we blame?
It just looks like someone took Justin Bieber's hair with 2 handfuls like petroleum jelly, like Vaseline, and just did that, right? It just doesn't look like it. You know, you see locks like they look good, like you see good looking locks, like you get me, right? Like Wale's locks always look fantastic. Like, I wish I had Wale's hair. You get me? But Justin Bieber is not going to look like Wale. Remember what Busta Rhymes used to look like in the 90s? You get when Busta's locks look good. Justin Bieber, it looks like someone turned him upside down and swept the floor with him, and then just like put him right side up, and he was like, "Yeah, I got locks now."
And also, it's like if you want to be down with black people, why can't you just fight white supremacy? Why do you gotta look like the black people you want?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Weird. I think that is weird. Like you start to hang out with your friends, and now you look like your friends. Weird. I think that's just weird. And be yourself. Be chill. Wear your hair.
It is very fetish. Like it's too fetishy to me. Like, you know, we're not over here with hollandaise sauce and and like Jello molds and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
I do like a good hollandaise sauce. I know how to make it myself too.
But yeah, it's like
salt, pepper, Dijon.
Men like me don't do sauce. I like hot sauce and mustard. That's it. Barbecue sauce on occasion.
Has Justin Bieber commented on this? I mean, has he said anything about it?
He said, yeah. He said, "Nigga, leave me alone." He harmonized nigga. That was his.
But that is weird because it does seem to be like a thing of like, why can't you just love a culture? Like why, why do you feel the need to like dress up, like play dress up or do these other types of things? Why can't you just, say, I love this? Or even better, like you said, Miracle, why can't you just fight white supremacy? Like, why can't you just say, hey, I'm gonna use my platform, I'm gonna use my resources and money, I'm gonna, donate to these organizations, I'm gonna push forward these efforts, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it seems to me kind of like, and we talk about in pre-production, like, like he has people around him, but it seems like he's not necessarily getting the greatest advice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess does he get
I'm not saying we are like the weakest links again, but I am saying that sometimes the black men of a male persuasion really do not be setting the correct boundaries for people to be in these spaces. I just want to say that if y'all are like, bro, don't do that, he wouldn't do that. But y'all be like, oh my God, he's one of us now. And you got him and DJ. Let me stop. Because
this is why I'm gonna push back with that, because like those sisters that was letting that white girl say it in the Bay when she jumped in that Uber and she started calling nigga and everything. Those wasn't no black men.
Those was some
black women.
Her black boyfriend. Her black boyfriend.
But her black boyfriend wasn't there.
And her black boyfriend wasn't there. Gave her the black card that everybody else was like, okay. So first of all, I mean, that was not white people. So I want
to say this. Justin Bieber is from Canada. I'm from Toronto. There's two totally different places.
No, Toronto's in Canada.
Nah, listen, Toronto and Canada are two totally different things.
That is your friend. That is your cousin.
Plus, where Justin Bieber's from was like 3 or 4 hours from where I grew up. Like, it's not even remotely close. So if he came to my neighborhood and tried that, yo, man, gonna stop that from the gate. We gonna
y'all would have cut it. Y'all would have beat him up and cut it.
Listen, there wasn't even no white people in my neighborhood. It was just all Jamaicans and Trinis. So
well, I mean, maybe that's why he got dreads, because he was, he was influenced by the Jamaican.
Justin Bieber never came to Malvern.
So anyway,
I mean, I guess if Drake can meld the different ethnicities and accents, maybe it's a Canadian thing.
Maybe right. Still inside. Maybe that's. Does he get? Let me see. Let me just ask one more question. We didn't intend to start with Justin Bieber, but hey, we're here. So does he get? He put Martin Luther King on his album. Like, does he get credit for trying, or is it just like, nah, Justin, like just be you and keep it moving? Like, does he get credit for trying?
What was the point of putting Martin Luther King on an album in 2021? Like,
to let his white fans know
you're not Sam Cooke. Like, you're not Marvin Gaye.
He was making an R&B album, and then all the award shows put him in the pop category, and he was so upset. He was trying.
He was
like, wait,
I'll put Martin Luther King on my sleeve.
But yeah, it's like you're not Sam Cooke, you're not Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. You couldn't find anybody more recent, right?
Yeah, like you could have put. I mean, for all that, you could have put if he could have put Dr. Umar on his album.
So I guess trouble's not here. I guess we just go on.
He's too far. He's still trying to get his score.
I do find it, and this is what I find it weird. And I don't know. Maybe y'all can explain to me. I find it weird. Like, Dr. Umar is always by himself.
Yeah,
and
always. It's like, and that's telling. That's very telling.
That's weird to me, because it's like you can't build and run a school by yourself, dog. Like, maybe.
Dr. Umar,
he's like, I don't want no Dr. Umar smoke.
Where is his? I'm just asking.
Drop the Addy, and then we don't have any beefing. And I'm like, no.
I just want to know, like, does he have a staff? Like, does he have an assistant? Like, I know you never see anybody with, and I mean, I've seen him in person. I've been at conferences with him. I've never seen him with anybody else, and I find that super, super weird. This is why. This is why. Let
me tell you why. All right, let me tell you why. When the 5 Planeteers come together and they summon Captain Planet, do they fight? No, Captain Planet fights. So Dr. Umar is the Hotep Captain Planet. So it's David Banner, Mark Lamont Hill, Young Pharaoh, and all them.
Do not do Dr. Mark like that. Do not do Dr. Hill.
I see something. I seen something on Twitter. It was like, how does I know Dr. Mark Lamont Hill was upset that Daniel Kaluuya just won an Oscar. Like, all the ADOS people is tight. But it was just funny. Like, Dr. Umar is the Hotep Captain Planet. He do all his dirt by his lonely.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Lamont Hill is in that same category, but it is just weird to me.
It was just jokes. Don't kill my jokes.
It is weird to me though that it's just weird to me that Dr. Umar, like, amazing. It was a good interview. He said a lot of.
He was on point.
It wasn't a good interview.
Who said that?
Miracle Asper.
Oh, I thought he was on point.
Miracle, tell us why it was terrible.
I didn't say it was terrible. We are not listening. I am trying to start 2021 over again without beefing with folks. In the Ramadan month. But what I will say, I appreciated that Dr. Umar basically called y'all out for not supporting Ma'Khia Bryant and not doing what y'all was supposed to defend and love and protect and respect Black women. I appreciate that. The problem is that it's not a problem I have with Dr. Umar. The problem I have with y'all men folk is that, like, women will say these things 24/7, 365, and y'all be like, whatever. Let one man say, this is what these Black queer feminists says, and all of a sudden the world has been rocked. You're just like, oh my God. I could really, you got people out here protesting, talking about Biden hasn't done enough. Hell, even Tamika was on the BET stage talking about We Demand Justice, Joe. Now the Dr. Umar.
Yeah, you know what? That is a great point. That is a great point, because it is like, and that's often how it is. It's like, a woman will say it 100 times and then a man says it and then everybody like runs with it because it is Dr. Umar. So I agree with you on that point. I also agree with you, like debate. I think, and DJ Envy was on there trying to defend this cop. And anytime you start a sentence off with, well, I guess I'm a coon, you might as well just stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Like the minute you say, I guess I'm a coon, you're 100% right, bro. Like, go ahead and be a coon. You know what I'm saying? But you're absolutely right. I mean, at least he did say those type of things, but it is stuff that Black women has been saying over and over again. And I guess what? Ain't gonna be no school without no Black women. I don't know what he plans on doing or how he plans on building. Ain't gonna be no school.
Maybe this is his rebrand. Maybe he realized that, and now this is like his rebrand. So now he got to come and get the Black women on his team. But I know because Black women have always wrote whatever for Dr. Umar and the other one. So maybe this is him growing up and understanding that his politics needs to advance a little bit, and people really don't be out here for Black women. So maybe I'm not saying he's gonna be like a feminist. I'm saying maybe it'll help him like engage politics a little differently.
He probably definitely will not be that, but. Yeah, that was 15 that she got found guilty of. She was found guilty of taking a performance enhancement drug, but they had empathy for her. The IOC came out, Sha'Carri, where was my empathy? I just smoked weed. They said, oh, this case isn't the same. Race has nothing to do with it. So Sha'Carri went into the crates and she pulled out some receipts. So if you want to introduce this,
she pulled out. So Sha'Carri Richardson said, "I got time."
She had time. Yes,
I got time today.
Yes,
said ain't no races being run right now. I got time, my nigga, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did with my Twitter fingers. I found a former chair of the Olympic International Committee, the IOC.
Yes.
Who had one of the illest screen names before screen names, right? My brother had one of the illest screen names before we was even on social media and them things. My nigga's nickname was Slavery Avery. And I couldn't make this up if I tried. I'm good. Listen, my audience, I promise you, I'm good. I'm not that fucking good. My nigga got a sombrero on with the ear-to-ear grin with no lips, right? He ain't got no lips with the sombrero, and his name is Slavery Avery Brundage.
His rap name is ill. He was like,
yo, this is some 8 Mile shit. Like, yo, really and truly, big man thing, yeah? This is some 8 Mile shit.
He hopped in the cipher like, they can call me.
I can't even come to the rave unless I got my slaves.
So, if you all can't read the picture, it says Avery Brundage, who earned
Slavery Avery. No lips in this bitch. Just whips.
It says, yo, bring that picture back. It says
who earned the nickname Slavery.
He earned the nickname. He earned it.
How do you earn?
It's anti-Black racism served as the president of the International Olympic Committee from 1952 to 1970.
Slavery's been abolished for like 200 years at that point. So how did you earn that? Like, did you still have property? Like, how? How?
If you earned the name Slavery,
that means you own somebody.
I mean, yo, that's
only earn things through action. So, like, did you like go to South Africa and just buy Black people?
Hey, yo, I mean,
I'm about to call this nigga no lip slavery.
Man, my God, just think about like how anti-Black he must have. How anti-Black this, but this look, he was the president of the IOC for 20 years. I think this is the point of yeah, you can bring slavery back, please. No, not slavery, period. Is this nigga still alive? Yo, where is his family? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got some planning to do.
Oh my God. But 20 years, and I think like it shows like, and this was Sha'Carri's point, right? The fact that you were so racist that they nicknamed you Slavery did not
you still was able to run the IOC for 20 years. Like that didn't mean, you know, it's all types of black. Think about all types of black athletes. Think about all of the black countries that participate in the Olympics. None of that mattered
to the international opposition of coons.
And it certainly didn't matter to slavery. Slavery was saying, fuck all
y'all. Herman alert whenever Miracle says at the end of it. Like that's the secret phrase.
Oh
wait, that's what I'm saying.
We need to like, it's like if you're watching, like you can.
Yeah, the secret phrase of the day.
You take a shot every time Miracle says at the end of the day. You like take it. You know like the drinking game.
If you hate me, just say that.
And then every
it'll be
time
fine.
Miracle attacks a light skinned person, you take another.
Oh my God! You know what? Maybe I don't attack light skinned people. Maybe the white supremacy, the internalized white supremacy that shows up in your lack of melanin reflection is attacking me, and that is the energy I be responding to. Maybe I'm not attacking you.
Wow.
Maybe.
Hey, yo.
Maybe that is what's happening.
That might have been that was some bullying right
there.
Man.
Oh,
that was, listen,
you know what?
Do you like T.I. since he's from Atlanta and he's light skinned? What about Ludacris? What about Lil Jon?
I never said I didn't like light skinned people. Y'all be trying me.
Faith Evans is from Atlanta.
Y'all be trying me. And then, you know what this is? This is Karening. This is Karening. I reject it. I reject your Karening.
Right? You like Andrew Young.
I reject
Maynard Jackson doing that.
I reject this.
Oh man.
I reject this.
Was Keisha
and obviously not because we didn't get Freaknik back, okay? Like listen. Atlanta's got the most income inequality in the nation.
She rejects that.
Okay? Exactly. My next level self is rejecting your negative energy.
Oh my God.
You know?
Well, you mentioned Karening, and we do have a Karen of the week.
You know what? I'm not ready for this.
We have a culinary Karen.
This is a joke and out of love. Yes. Please do not beef with us because we say this.
So no, I want
because the last time
and none of the raisins.
Last time we did this, we got blacklisted in the city.
So this is Ashley Doherty. Who is she? Ashley Doherty. I think she's a reporter. She works for WTAE. You know what I'm saying? And Ashley Doherty posted making our favorite family meatball recipe, and one of the secret ingredients is ...
ellipses. What is it?
Raisins.
She hitting all the food groups.
Seriously,
how you hit all the food groups with meatballs?
That's funny as shit.
Seriously, so good. Raisins, and so she has a picture of her meatball and a box of original California raisins. Raisins and meatballs.
Remember the nigga raisins that we're singing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. While it is kind of wild to see raisins and meatballs, I don't think it's Karening.
Hey yo, bro.
She didn't bring it to the hood. Like, if you don't eat these raisins, I'm calling the cops.
What if she brought them to a baby shower and just had them out there?
I'm gonna tell you why. This is why it's
that's covert Karening.
Hey, this is why it's culinary Karening, because like it's a secret ingredient.
Here
I am biting into a meatball, thinking I'm just getting regular meatballs. It's like, wait, what's in this?
You put barbecue sauce on it, so it already has a sweet and savory. You don't need enough.
Not barbecue sauce, meatballs, but Italian sauce, tomato sauce.
Listen,
I've had them with barbecue sauce too.
Oh yeah, you can.
Like the turkey.
We have always told people,
or some masala or something.
Yeah.
But raisins, man.
Hold on. We have always told people that white people have culture, and they have a culture they need to love and embrace, and not blackfish.
That culture is raisins.
And here is this person celebrating their culinary raisins, and we're hating on them.
I just imagine her like opening the cabinet and it just be filled with raisins.
Oh man.
But
it's the comments for me, because so many people they cook so many things with raisins.
This is one of the comments.
This
is one of the comments. This is Amy Drosh. I knew I liked you. That's my
someone unlike me. We're done here.
That's my fabulous family secret recipe for meatloaf. I use the yellow.
And meatloaf is already a crime against humanity as it is.
She's not
All
using the yellow ones like the yellow ones got some extras like this jalapenos.
I mean,
about it
so
like
we
this.
feel a way about yellow. Is
Think
that what
about
we're
it like
saying?
I'm
this.
saying yellow. Look at the
I
bully.
think so. Her name
Look
is
at the
Ashley,
bullet.
right?
She's bullying.
So look, this is how I think about
Wait.
it.
Amy Doherty responded, I'll have to try them in meatloaf now.
No.
You don't, Amy. You don't gotta put no damn raisins in meatloaf. What's wrong with you? Raisins and meat don't go together. Raisins and meat? What the hell is wrong? You ain't never got a steak and wanted. Okay, you put some raisins on the side.
Yeah, like,
What
The marmalade.
What's wrong with y'all? I'm
So
sorry.
look, I just want to say that I appreciate this post because now we know the secret.
Yeah.
Now we can go to these white functions and ask, are there
Yes.
raisins?
Is it
Yes.
raisins? Did you?
Yes.
Is it raisins?
Hold on. Raisins are good and stuffed peppers too.
What? No. You already have a vegetable or fruit. There, it's a pepper. Bro, it don't need raisins.
Y'all gonna get cussed out so much.
I'm trying to look at what else are they putting raisins in.
I don't know who the
Oh my
WTAE
God. Love
producer is.
meatloaf and raisins.
They about to
so
call
who
you and
does
cuss
that?
you out.
Wait. Have you ever heard? I'm talking about this is the first time in my life.
Meatloaf is like something you make at the end of payday.
Meatloaf and raisins? Raisins.
Bro, Jack,
You ever had
Don't
meatloaf
do that. Don't do that because the only white person in the room.
What flavor do they
Do not reverse racism, Jack.
Go ask the only white person.
Don't do that.
Did you have a cabinet full of raisins?
I mean, listen, I enjoy raisins as they are. I prefer grapes,
Right.
which are rehydrated raisins.
Yeah.
Like,
A box of raisins.
you know what I mean? But I like raisins. Give me some trail mix. Oh, there's raisins. Yay. I love it. But meatloaf, it's already a struggle food. You don't need to put another struggle food in a struggle food.
I don't. I'm
Like-
sorry, man. Ashley, if you want to have us on WTAE to talk about your family's recipe,
I mean, you may
Oh, my
try it
God.
and like it. I'm not sure.
hey, if you serve me
I think
a
secrets.
meatloaf and meatballs, and I'm eating them, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of chewy.
Chewy.
What the?
Is this 80-20 beef?
The
Nah,
secret
this
ingredient
raisins.
is raisins. We might have to square up. Like we might have to push the plates aside and square up.
No, I'll tell you
I
what,
feel like
I'm mad.
COVID-19
Go ahead.
has erased the traditional boundaries that
Because you
people would
can't taste
say.
nothing. That's
No.
why.
One, that
You catch COVID, lose your taste buds, raisins go and everything. That's the natural progression.
a secret family ingredient is supposed to stay a secret.
Oh, this is
We
secret.
should
Man,
all know
listen.
less about each other.
Yes.
We should all hold
I
grandma's
agree.
recipes to the chest. Gatekeeping works sometimes.
It works.
And I think maybe this is one of those.
Not only
instances.
hold them to the chest, but if you are cooking for Black people,
Don't put no fucking raisins
please,
in
for the
it.
love
What?
of God,
Again.
but that's why you can't eat everybody's food.
This
No,
could be
you
a
can't.
cultural trigger, right? This
I
could
might need me like a raisin detector. I can rave over the foods and make sure.
Like in Ghostbusters, like
Yeah.
the PKE.
Is there any raisins?
I think we're at a cultural trigger
Oh my
where
God.
we just do not fully understand the choice of raisins and salads, potato salads and meats.
No, yeah. It's just,
Um,
no.
I do have a question for you, Jasiri, because you seem pretty strong about this. Say you tried some meatloaf, it's fire, it's amazing. Then you're like, guess what?
Yellow
We
raisin?
put raisins in
Yellow
it.
raisins.
Would you admit that you actually enjoyed it?
No, I'm fighting. I'm fighting again. I'm gonna just say I'm allergic to raisins. Like if I go over any white person's house to eat, I'm gonna just say, oh, by the way, I'm allergic to raisins. I go into heavy seizures.
Don't
Well,
lie.
it's like we're ordering
Don't lie,
takeout.
make it difficult for real people with food allergies like
So
myself.
if there are raisins in here, please let me know
Nah.
because I might go into a shock.
But you know what? I feel like maybe we should do like a taste testing and see because it may be good.
Some
for
people's
people.
ooze and other people's yum.
I mean,
Right,
you
don't
know,
yuck
all right.
people's yums.
So when you do the taste testing, just know that I won't be there.
I'd be
You
like
can
featuring
represent us.
Jasiri X.
You can represent us.
One
Miracle.
Hood's very own.
Did we want to do? We haven't done a Karen of the week in a while. Did we want to?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Play our Karen clip. You know what I'm saying?
This is such an interesting like conversation piece right here.
It is definitely. It is an interesting
because the disassociation of it. What is this? Cognitive dissonance.
100%. Yes.
Yeah. Give me one moment.
Supremacy. Any white supremacists out here? Identify yourself.
And this is a comedian of color, right?
Why would I not? It's fucking annoying as fuck. What's that? No, hold on. Hear me out. I'm happy for your whiteness. Believe me, if anyone's defending it.
Saying that I'm not white, but they call me white.
Oh, I thought you were literally like, I'm not kidding. I really thought you were about to be like, I am sick of the whiteness, burn it. And I was like, wow, that is too attractive of a voice that usually. No, it's fine. People think you're white. What are you?
I'm Italian and German.
Okay, you're white. Shut up.
Italian and German. It's like she's like, which are the whitest?
Yeah,
that's too good. I'm tired of people saying that I'm Latin American. What are you? Mexican and Colombian?
Like. But I mean,
it's almost like you said, it's like it's too good. It's almost like there's no way that there are white people walking around like I'm German and Italian, therefore I'm not white. Is that a thing?
I'm European.
That's the thing.
There are a lot of Italian people out here who say like I'm not white, I'm Italian, but it's like when you look at the history,
you're spicy white,
racial context. You know what I'm saying? It's like yes, you're
white with red sauce.
It's like I get it. So they had to fight to be described as white on paper.
Yes.
But it's like the fact still remains that you can check that box.
And you know what? Yeah. I mean, right, because we even had a thing, because sometimes a Jewish person will say that, right? Mm-hmm. A Jewish person say, I'm not white, I'm Jewish. But that's that, just like you said, there was a time where maybe Italians weren't considered white, or Irish weren't considered white, and Jewish not now. That time isn't now. You know what I'm saying? You're white.
Time
you know
is not now.
Now, does that not mean that there are people that discriminate against Italians or discriminate against Jews? That doesn't mean that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean you ain't unless you, Dad, you white.
I like to refer that to the elasticity of white supremacy.
Say that again. I can't.
The elasticity.
Thank you. Elasticity of whiteness
and white supremacy, because people move in and out of whiteness.
True. Mm-hmm. True.
But to me, it's always funny how people like, I'm not white, I'm European or Irish, or I'm like, that's Caucasian.
Yeah,
you were from the land of whiteness.
The mountains in your land were called the Caucasus.
But I've always said that white people have a culture. And because they were so bent on saying I'm white and not Irish and not Italian, that they really co-opt and colonize so many other cultures. And it would be lovely if white people would go back to claiming their German heritage,
their
Irish heritage, their Polish heritage. Like, to me, I love going to the Greek festival. I love going to the pierogi festival.
Yes.
I love all the festivals that Pittsburgh has.
Absolutely.
Because they have a lot of different white people here.
Yeah.
And I want more people to lean into that.
Yeah, lean into that. You know what I'm saying? Lean into your whiteness, right?
That's what I would.
Just don't lean into anything else.
Well, don't leave. Well, and then acknowledge your privilege, right? Like the idea that I don't want people calling me white. Like, why?
I mean, you want to have an Irish film festival or like Irish food festival?
100%.
Great.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's go. Like, I'm not gonna eat haggis, but I'm proud that I'm happy that you're eating it. You know what I mean? But I might have something else from there.
Yeah.
You want to have an Italian food festival? I won't go.
I'll be there.
I don't like Italian food.
Love Italian food. We'll be there.
Super same.
Yeah.
I love pastas.
You might be like the one person.
I mean, sure.
Who doesn't like Italian food? I mean, we don't get in. We're obviously going to have like a food show. Obviously, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Politics of food. I mean, but it's true. But also, a lot of these people who claim that they're not white, their parents are white.
Yes, 100%.
Their grandparents are white.
Yes.
And they were
fought to be white.
And were lynching black folks and killing black folks. And I was talking to Mama Speaks, and she was talking about how in Pittsburgh, a lot of people would sell houses to black folks because they wanted them as a barrier, so that if people were lynching, black people got lynched first. if people were selling or setting fires to houses, Black people. So there's a lot of stuff that has happened in our history. And so while I understand people want to identify themselves, there is a history and legacy of whiteness and white supremacy that people's parents and grandparents pushed out that they also have to reconcile.
And that happened in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's fucking
nuts. Yeah. So I mean, just just accept. I mean, come on, you're Italian and German, you're white. I mean, come on, like stop it. You know what I'm saying? And then I know it's the sun is coming out. Please don't white people get a tan and go up to your black friends.
I'm almost as dark as you.
Yeah, I'm darker than you. I'm almost pleased. Come on.
So how does that make y'all feel? I just
look, Miracle. We need a bully. We need a Miracle bully sound effect. Miracle was like, I don't know nothing about that. That has never been repeated to me. That sounds like light skin problems. That sounds like light skin problems to you, Miracle.
That's not what I said. I was sharing empathy.
Woo! The bully is back.
Oh my God, I was not even being mean that time.
Why don't we get into our white man?
God, here we go.
Farouk is angry.
Yeah, he's gonna be happy for another 2 weeks. I wasn't even being mean.
Farouk is gonna be like, Miracle pushed me to this Dr. Oz stage.
Because it was a black woman. This black queer woman
bullied me into my Trump support.
First thing I'm doing when Oz gets in the office, I'm getting rid of Black Pride. Black Pride weekend is gone. Gone.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say you can thank Miracle. Thank Miracle.
Let's go.
Remember Pittsburgh needs a miracle? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, remember that shit.
Oh, and then I did want to send some black excellence, 20-year anniversary. Greatest television show.
Greatest television show of all time.
History.
My name is my name.
Do not start. I hate that show.
The Wire.
I hate that show.
Man,
Miracle, I don't believe a light-skinned person had anything to do with it.
First of all, let me tell y'all about The Wire. The Wire, y'all, oh my God, it's so amazing. All The Wire did was show y'all that white people are criminals too. And you're like, oh my God. This is so groundbreaking. The Wire only reinforces negative stereotypes.
Okay, what
and
stereotypes
anti-blackness with the fact that black people are inherently violent and dangerous and unable to succeed and problematic when they get education. That is what it's
you're gonna have to give me a scene by scene breakdown.
What's the whole premise? That these two white men are upset and irate that a black man outsmarted them and used the criminal justice system.
That's not the premise.
Yes, it is. Acquitted. Get this black man acquitted. And the judge and the police officer work together.
Miracle.
You
do realize the person
premise.
Wait, Miracle. I don't know. So you might not know this because obviously
I do know. I watched The Wire.
Realize
I read the book.
Person,
I listened to the
Miracle. You do realize the person who the character Avon Barksdale was based off of is on the show. You realize that?
Yeah, Melvin.
It's not like they hate this guy or upset about this guy.
Okay.
Actually, the purpose of The Wire and what they were trying to show on The Wire, and if you look at The Wire is broken down into different segments, right? The Street Game was the first one. Mm-hmm. The second season was like the docs.
Yeah, the docs.
The third season became the political conversation, politics. The fourth season was education, and the fifth season was journalism. And what he was trying to show, this is what makes The Wire such a revolutionary show. What he was trying to show was that none of these systems are reformable, that you cannot reform the street. You can't reform the docks. You couldn't, or like the working union piece.
Infrastructure.
You can't reform politics. You can't reform the educational system. And you can't reform the policing system.
Why?
Like his whole point was all this stuff has to be blown up and we have to start all over again. So it was like to say it reinforces like, oh, white people are criminals. Mad white people are criminal. We have Breaking Bad. There's mad white people are criminal 2 shows, but it was see, I don't know if you know how it is. It's 20 years ago.
Oz.
20
Oz
years ago. Hold on. Wait. Oz don't support anti-blackness, but the Wire
but
does.
The way y'all build up the Wire,
no, Miracle.
That is this groundbreaking show. I hate
What made it groundbreaking? Miracle. Now let me break it down.
It's one of the most well-written pieces of
What made it groundbreaking?
I be arguing with our actors on Twitter.
What made it groundbreaking, Miracle, is there's a phrase that has been introduced recently, and that phrase is called propaganda, right? And because, like, oftentimes this is how TV shows have made you think that the police were like inherently good, you know, and the people that did crime were inherently bad. And that was the common narrative on TV shows. And The Wire actually showed a narrative where policing weren't inherently good, that actually, like, the police officers were, like, the policing institution as a whole was a corrupt institution from the ground up, and that the people that did crime, quote unquote, crime, were not inherently bad, that there were people that had morals and that had intelligence, and they weren't inherently bad. And that was an alternative narrative to the traditional narrative that we saw in TV. See, Oz didn't really get into that, Miracle.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I know you like Oz. You like, I know you like the brothers was, you know, there was some the brothers in the prison. And they was doing
Shots fired. That was close to your gay porn. Yeah, Miracle was like, I like gay porn, so I like Oz. Yeah, that was Miracle's whole logic.
I know you like people. Just because my friends are locked up doesn't mean I like people in prison.
But the Oz didn't have that analysis.
Gay porn, you know, shots fired.
Although Oz was a decent show, it wasn't great. It got whack at the end. It was a decent.
Oz had a terrible ending.
It was a decent show.
I do think that a lot of people think The Wire is more groundbreaking than it is.
But how is it?
Because Miracle, don't you watch Korean soap opera?
Love it. I think the difference is when you grow up and you see things in real life.
Okay. Which we've seen.
We've
grown up and seen.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I don't have that saying, like, oh my God, like this.
Well,
I see a judge is a liar. The thing is, a cop is back.
Well, this is
like, I'm not going to double team me right now. Like, calm down.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
No, Miracle. What I was going to say is,
but I know that's your favorite show.
No, I've seen it. This is the thing, Miracle. Right? This is the thing. Like, we've seen it in our neighborhoods, but we never saw it on television and actually played out into a worldwide audience. And that's the thing. It's like when you finally see, like, okay, finally they're showing like the reality of how policing is. We're seeing it in the show right now. Same dude that made The Wire called We Own This City. Yeah. So it's like, wow, we actually get to see the real policing, not no made up cops or Superman and all the bad guys are bad and all the common narrative that you see in movies and television.
This is a separate show. This is a
show separate, but I still think it is a bastion of white supremacy because the people who were violently killed are Black. The people who had moral problems at the end of the day that was inherent to them were Black, whether it was the moms, whether it was families. Don't do that with me. I will come over there and we will be beasting.
Well, I mean, we are Miracle.
But I'm gonna let you pop up to your show.
We are in a
20th anniversary that you really love, and y'all can
we are in a white supremacist society. But there were white people that were also violently killed. I mean, you had a whole white gang.
Join us next week.
You had a whole white gang that was cutting off heads and arms. Miracle, like, I mean, come on, man. Miracle.
I would disagree. You're not going to change. And I've watched this show like 3 times.
How you hate the Greek though? The Greek was the man.
I didn't say I hated the Greek.
No, the Miracle did.
So
yes.
Anyways,
they never caught the Greek. He was,
and I'm not even Greek. Come on, man. That's what made him thorough.
Come on, man.
So, but again, the whole premise of the show is it starts with the judge and the police officer being like, "This man, he keeps getting people off. They keep voting and acquitting him." Yes, if you go back and watch it, the first season, that's what starts everything. That is what starts it.
Oh yeah. That starts it. But that wasn't the premise of the show.
Because they did everything.
I can't get past that. I cannot get past that. Like,
you can't get past.
We're gonna do all this illegal, unconstitutional stuff because it's Black men outsmarting us, and how dare he do that?
But I think they were actually showing like how that's to me, you know, I'm on season 2 in my rewatch, and what's dope about it is that a actual whole investigation starts because the police chief or major doesn't like a dude. It wasn't any like big thing. He didn't like the dude. He thought the dude was an asshole. He wanted an investigation done. See, to me, that shows like this is how traditional policing is. It's not like somebody's getting all deep and wants to stop crime. He just didn't like this dude. And so, like you said, McNulty's character didn't like the fact that this black dude kept beating them in court. That's white supremacy.
So angry. And but that was don't talk about that fact enough.
His character was a guy. His whole character base was he thinks he's the smartest dude in the room. That was his whole character.
And that takes a terrible turn at the end.
He turns out to be like he actually turns out to like
his own undoing.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So come on, Miracle, watch all 5 seasons.
I watch all 5. I've watched this show like 3 or 4 times.
We love Hate the Wire podcast will be coming up. Me and Miracle will be discussing every show.
That's my favorite.
We'll be discussing every show, starting with season.
But Oz is amazing, but it's very traumatic.
Did you want to start with?
Don't watch.
Do we want to do every show, Miracle, or do we want to do every season? Do we just want to do a quick 5 show?
We can do every episode.
All right, we can
break down every episode.
Wrap up.
Yeah. Sorry about that. All right, we're done. Bye.
Welcome to the whitest house. Slave souls haunt the halls when the light is out. Except the blood of your poor and the way they mouth. The last gasp of a world that is dying out. Welcome to the whitest house, where every room is a tomb that they lie about. Where you can put your filthy feet on the finest couch, and for the right amount, you can even buy it out.
That's the essence of your entire political identity.